Welcome to the final studio setup. We set it up one more time to do some stories. It should be really fun. The first story I want to talk to you about is the story of my drone company. So this is the drone that I use to take all the professional video that I do. It's a Phantom 4, and I got paid to buy it. People ask me all the time how much it cost, but people pay me to fly the thing, so it's just a business expense. It didn't really technically cost me anything. They're about $1,500 though, which is not bad for a business expense. So the way I got started is that I wanted to fly drones because I'm really into tech stuff, and I have my degree in photography, obviously. So it was just two overlapping interests, and it seemed like the coolest possible thing, and it was really blowing up about 2 years ago, and it seemed like it might become a serious business opportunity in a few years, so I figured I'd better get started. And I just sort of started it as a side thing. I had some friends who wanted to start a drone business for a while, and they just had a drone sitting in their basement, and they'd never really gotten around to it, so I asked if I could borrow it for a little while, and they said yes, and I went out and I talked to real estate agents, friends' parents. I had interviews with them and asked them what their business was like and how I might be able to help, and essentially didn't get hired for 4 months. I just wandered around and talked to people about drones and what their needs might be. And I eventually got to fly for free for a local university and a local construction company and a couple local real estate brokers, and then use that footage as a sort of demo reel, all using my friend's drone, mind you. And eventually a real estate company found me through Facebook. Weirdly enough, my first client found me through the internet, which is not that common, and said, "Hey, I like your work. Would you come make some work for us? We need a website background that features the downtown Colorado Springs area." And I said yes, and we made it happen, and it turned out super cool, and that paid for my first drone. And since then I've had 4 drones, and some of them have crashed and some of them I've sold or replaced, and it's been a wild ride, but it's been a really fun couple of years. As of August this year, it became legal, and so now I can work with big corporate companies who have legal departments and are worried about things. Up until now, my biggest client was a pot farm who figured, well, we're already breaking a lot of federal rules, so we could break one more. But now it is totally legal for me to work with government contractors, for me to work with big corporate real estate companies, and so business this year is going to be a lot of fun. I get to have some really fun projects on the table coming up. And drones are getting better too. They now have redundant battery systems, they have GPS and all sorts of tracking and takeoff and landing systems. They're super reliable. They used to just fall out of the air all the time. So business is getting better, drones are getting more fun to fly. The footage you can get is unbelievable. And so I'm having a blast with Lander. You can check out what I'm doing with Lander at any point by visiting the website, which is lander.photo. Not .com or anything, just .photo. And my email is steve@lander.photo if you want to email me. It's super cool. I'm really excited about it. Look us up on Instagram. It's just lander.photo. And my Instagram is where I post all my favorite pictures and stuff as I travel. It's full of awesome pictures of various cities around the world. It's been a lot of fun to make and grow this year. Social media following. It's all about aerial photography. So that's some of my thoughts on Lander. A little bit of my story. I hope it was interesting for you, and I hope you get to go check out my work. Thanks, as always, for watching my videos. It's kind of fun to have an overlap between the business world and a personal project here in the 1,000 Videos project. I'm excited to be on the final push toward the last few of 1,000 videos. This is our last sit down and film session, so we'll be done here in a second. But I will see you in the next video, and then we'll be done. See you then.